Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Reynolds Acres Family Farms. Today, Taheton County came out by DR Modding, and we got a little farm here that we bought in Taheton County, and just kind of wanted to show some gameplay with you guys as we went through. Um, we're going to go hop in the pickup and drive over to our bin site and our storage barn, just kind of show you what we got to start with. Starting out, we got a fuel trailer and a Ram 3500 2020 with a Cummins in it, and then we got some acreage. Got a little bit of it worked up there. Rough little road here between the shop and the house, but it works for now. Got a pretty nice bin site. Got us John Deere 2410 plow and anhydrous bar and a single tank. Got us a 630 with an air reel and a 843 corn head. And then we'll start off. We got the XUV by John Deere. Um, Bought us a pretty nice Peterbilt and a nice Tempty grain trailer. It's a 42-foot Tempty, and then we have two of these 8530s, and then a 4730 sprayer. And back here in the corner, we got an old W250 on our Unverfirth seed tender. Got a 9610 combine with the Mauer bent extensions. Nice Kinsey grain cart. Holds 1,050 bushel or so. And then we got a Kinsey 3200 planter. This is the row crop ready planter, so we're going to be playing with that a little bit. And then last but not least, we got the John Deere DM 1000 fertilizer spreader. And we'll go in here and see what fields we got. We got field 140, 142, 139, 133, 131, 132, 130, 129. We also have the field leasings mod and the bank mod, so we're gonna probably play around with that a little bit. Alright, had the co-op come drop us off a couple totes of herbicide. We got some fields that need sprayed for weeds, so we're gonna get on that. I like these big bay doors here. Allow us to get our sprayer in. So we're gonna get loaded up and run over, and we'll have to look at the map again and see which fields exactly need sprayed, but that's finishing filling up. We need to run down there at 129 first, and then we can run up there north to 140 and 139 and get them sprayed. We'll run over here. Neighbor's got some good looking corn there. looks like we're ready to take off. We ought to be able to make pretty quick work of this field here. Yeah, this field's going to be a pretty quick and easy one. Just got to get all our weeds sprayed, and then I might see about having the co-op deliver some fertilizer for our corn ground. Once we get the weeds all sprayed, and then see where we can go from there. Got one pass down the middle here. Looks like we're missing a strip. We'll just straddle it on our way back. Ideally, we would have put anhydrous on corn ground, but I don't. We didn't have. We didn't get to plant this year. We bought the fields already planted, so it looks like. So up on the north side, it's 140 and 142 that have corn, and down here it's those two little patches. So um, all our corn ground could use some fertilizer on it, so we're gonna have to do that. But we're gonna run over across the creek and get this sprayed over here for weeds. I'm probably gonna hire one of the neighbors to do that while I run up to the co-op and grab a couple more tanks of fertilizer. Might try and get the drone up while the neighbor's running the machine. We're definitely gonna have to find a header trailer for the combine headers. Come across this bridge. But I'm gonna park this here, go call the neighbor, and then run up to the co-op and try and find some fertilizer. Alright guys, we're gonna go run around to a crop check real quick and see if we have anything ready to harvest. See if we can't get in and combine some beans or corn today. Looks like we got some beans that are ready to go. Looks like some of the beans are ready to go, so we'll probably get the combine pulled out and get ready to roll on them. Get the semi fired up. Have to get this tractor out of the way. We're gonna just use the tractor to push these totes around. It's not probably the smartest idea, but it works, so. We need to get a loader or something, loader tractor or something to move them around with. But we're just gonna park that tractor there for now. I don't know if we'll run the grain cart. We're gonna try to snake this guy down through here without running over any corn or beans. We'll shut him down. Looks like our yield map's looking pretty good there. We got looks like 99.3 bushels to the acre coming in, so we'll have a pretty good bean harvest, it looks like. Well, the neighbor was able to help out today, so he's out running the combine. I'm gonna grab the grain cart and we're gonna run back out there and keep him unloaded, keep him running. And we'll just see what the day brings. Hopefully we can get all these beans that are dried down combined. Alright, we're wrapping up this field. We're gonna go catch up with the neighbor and get this all finished up, and then we'll move on to the next field. We'll see how many bushel we got off of here. We'll have to do some calculations once we get. So it looks like we got 437.6 bushels off of this field. So we're going to go ahead and dump that on the semi. I think he's waiting on us to get this dump before he goes and opens up the next field. I told him to hold on a minute here. Well, while we're sitting here waiting, he told me that there was 4.6 acres in that field, so went ahead and did the calculation real quick. Looks like we got about 95 bushel the acre out of that first field, so we're just going to kind of let him run around, do his outside rounds, and we'll wait for him to get full and we'll go unload him. Well, he's finishing up the last pass of this field. We'll see what we yielded here. Looks like we ended up with 848.7 bushels. Let's jump out of here and run over and see what he has. Looks like it's going to be 8.1 acres. So we averaged 104, almost 105 bushels to the acre on this field. So let's go get this dumped in the truck. And then we'll haul the truck over to the bins and get it dumped in. I hope we have enough room on here for this. We should. It'll be tight. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Now we're out of room. So we'll leave him running. Can't quite squeeze between there, so we'll have to run over here. Not too worried about tarping it since we're just going here on the farm. I'm just gonna back out of here and do it this way. So the grain cart's empty, the combine's empty. I'm gonna go park the grain cart over by the combine. We'll haul the rest of that over to the bins, and then I think that's where we'll put it to sleep. Well, it looks like we ended up with 1,286 bushels of soybeans off of those two fields, totaling about 12.7 acres. So we did pretty good. Right now, our total yield is 101 bushels of the acre, so we're doing pretty good. But I think that's where we'll cut it off for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Welcome back to Reynolds Acres Family Farms, guys. Just got up, got done with breakfast. We're going to go out and do a crop check here this morning. We'll take the gator around and see if we don't have anything else ready to combine. Okay, so we got the beans right here across the road from the house. They're ready to go. That corn might be getting awfully close. Looks like this corn's ready to go. run down over here across the bridge. I think what we'll end up doing is starting on beans this morning because we need to go to the co-op and have them bring us propane still for corn so we can run it through the dryer. Looks like those beans are ready to go too. So we'll, that corn's not quite. It's getting close, but it ain't quite. There's still quite a bit of green left in it. So we'll see. We got another field of corn back here that we'll check out. And it looks like it's probably ready to pick too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run back, call the neighbor, and get him over here. We're gonna have him start running the combine on some beans while we call the co-op and get some propane bought for the dryer. We'll hopefully finish up beans today and get switched over to corn. I think those are our last 2 fields of beans that we gotta do. I think everything else will be pretty easy. I'm also gonna have to try and find a header cart. Otherwise, we gotta figure out another way around this bridge to get that combine across here. I don't think it'll fit. We might try it after he gets done combining the beans over here and see if it'll fit through that bridge. But otherwise, I'm gonna have to try and find a combine header cart to put on there so we can bring the head across. We did end up having to sell our 608 or our 843 corn head and buy a 643 corn head because our planter's set up on 12 rows and 8 rows doesn't match into it, so we had to get it 6 rows. So we had to go a little bit smaller, but it'll work for now. I'm gonna go call a neighbor and get him over here running the combine, and we'll go from there once I can get back with us from the co-op. Alright, so we're headed back from the co-op. Picked up a header trailer while we were up there. I just went ahead and bought one. It was only 6,500 bucks, and then supposedly while we were up there, they were out here delivering our fuel barrel, and they had me ask how much fuel I wanted, and I went ahead and bought a little bit. And that was about 8,000, and then they said they would deliver propane here while they were out here, so hopefully they got our propane here, and we'll be all set to go here on corn once we finish up these beans. So I'm just gonna park this truck here. I'll show you this header cart real quick. Nice little 30-foot cart. It should work with that header. We'll see. They said they've never had any complaints with this cart, so we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see what the neighbor's got done here while we've been gone. Looks like he's over there by the house making his first round still, so we'll he must have got over here a little late, but there's our fuel barrel right where we wanted it. So looks like we got 528 gallons in there. That'll be perfect for right now. That ought to keep the combine filled through harvest till we can sell some grain. Let's run over here and check our propane, see if we have anything in the propane tank. Looks like we got some propane in here too, so we ought to be pretty good going through harvest. I think I'm going to run out to the grain cart, and we'll wait on him to get out there and see what we can get done today. Alright, well, looks like he's full. I was on the phone and totally missed it, so now I got to rush over here and try and get him unloaded. We just bought a fork truck from the co-op. I guess they got a new one, and I was talking about it earlier while I was up there. They mentioned something about possibly having one for sale, and they just gave me a call and said that their new one came in today. They weren't expecting it for a couple of days, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. So we can move totes and seed pallets and stuff like that around. And then talked to him while I was up there about getting our seed order. I think we're going to start with 6 Pioneer Pro boxes for the year, and then see where that lands us. And then told them that they might have some extra on hand because I don't know exactly what all we're going to need. Being it's the first year farming out here, but and we don't know exact acreage on all our fields yet, so they're supposed to kind of get me 6 boxes, and then we'll go from there and see what else we need. So they're going to probably deliver those here in December or so that we'll be ready to plant as soon as it warms up. It looks like we're starting to get everything put together. We might have to pull a loan to get seed, honestly. I mean, we're getting a little low on money. We also need to get anhydrous down. Need to talk to them about getting some anhydrous bought. See how much that's all going to run me, and then need to get lime on some ground, so we're going to have to see. I know I saw a deal on the wall while I was up there about them having a big tender trailer I can go and rent from them and pick up my lime that way, so we'll see what that's about. But we got the first unload done for him, and we'll see you guys back once we get him full or close to full again, because I'm gonna have to call the co-op again and see what all I could do about lime and anhydrous. So we'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Alright, so he's wrapping up this field. As he wraps it up, we'll unload him. See how many bushel we got off. We'll see how many acres this field is. Then we'll move him over across the bridge to the other bean field. And we'll get that combined, and then we'll start looking at switching over to corn. While he finishes unloading, we'll jump in here with him and see how many acres we have. So it looks like we got 6.8 acres on this field. And we ended up with 642 bushel. So we averaged 94.5 bushels to the acre on this field. We'll see what the last field of soybeans brings before we start running in corn. Get this guy unloaded on the truck. I think I'm going to go ahead and run him over to the next field, and then we'll come back and get the combine header offloaded onto the header cart, and move the combine and the header over there and get them going. Oh man, are we close to rubbing that edge of that trailer right there? Good thing we're empty. So we'll take him over to the next field over here. And then we'll go back for the combine. Probably move the semi first, it looks like, because we're going to have to do that in order to get to that header cart. So I'm actually going to park the grain cart here in the church parking lot for right now. We'll shut that down because we got a bit of a walk back over here. But while he was finishing up that field, I was on the phone with the co-op, and sounds like they're going to give us a deal if we buy 8 tanks of herbicide, 1 full anhydrous tank, 2 loads of lime, 4 tanks of fertilizer, another 1,320 gallons of diesel, and 6 pro boxes of seed. They'll let us have it for $125,000, but we have to have it purchased before the end of October. So we're probably going to have to call the banker, take a loan with him, and get all that purchased so we could get that deal, because that actually sounds like a pretty good deal for how much we're going to need. I'm just hoping it's enough lime. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and dump this semi at the bins, and then we'll run it over there. Probably need to refuel the combine before we run him across the road. Make sure our bins are turned on here. Which looks like they are. So we'll make sure these are turned on. Yeah, those were Phil soybeans. So. Get these dumped over here, and then So we got that all dumped. We're gonna go ahead and run him over, and we'll park him in the church lot too. Then we'll come back and get the combine and headers set up, and we'll get them moved. So we got all that done. I guess our next step is to get the combine brought over, and we'll have to then call the banker once we get him running, see if we can't get the money to get that stuff purchased. So we'll see you guys once we get back over here. Alright, so we got him taken off on that field. Need to run over to the bank to pick up the money, and need to come over here and grab the anhydrous tank, because I'm going to go ahead and have them fill it while I'm over at the co-op. So paying them for all this stuff, and then see if we can't get it delivered soon. So I have to pull a tractor out, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to grab a tractor out here to get to this anhydrous tank. So we're gonna run over here and get the anhydrous tank unhooked from the bar. And might as well park this up nicely. And that tractor can sit outside for a little while. Well, I'm gonna head to the bank and then over to the co-op, and we'll see you guys when we are on our way back. Alright, so we're headed back to the farm. We got the anhydrous, and the bank gave us the money, so looks like the neighbor walked across and grabbed the grain cart. He must have got full while we were gone, so the co-op thinks there should be enough anhydrous to get us all the way through our anhydrous here, so we'll see what happens. But they're supposed to be delivering the other stuff later today, and they told me to just pay them for it when they deliver it, so we'll see that money disappear pretty quickly. Alright guys, we got done combining the last field of beans pretty late last night, so we're going to run over and unload the combine, get it all loaded on the truck, pack everything up, come back over here, switch over to corn, and start combining corn probably in the next episode by the time we get everything back over here. But wanted to thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Welcome back to Reynolds Acres Family Farms, guys. Got the combine and everything moved back over here, got the beans dumped in the bin. Got the combine switched over to corn. As we were finishing that up, the co-op showed up and dropped off our 8 totes of herbicide, our 6 pro boxes of seed, and our 4 totes of fertilizer. as well as they dropped off a tender full of lime. That's the first one of the two. And then they also dropped off our 1,320 gallons of diesel. We also got a call early this morning from the bank. He let us know that we got approved for the loan that we've been looking at, and basically we're buying the 2 cornfields just south of the main farm here from the neighbor. It's going to cost us 500,000 or 550,000 is what we took a loan for. It's going to be a monthly repayment of 3,200 roughly over 20 years. Um, so we're going to get those bought here this morning. Go give him the cash here real quick. But basically, we got this one and this one, and then let's see. We got all our soil maps in. So we got basically another few acres of corn to combine. We got some corn ready to go. So we're going to go hop in the combine and start combining some corn. I'll see you guys when we get over to the field. Alright, we're going to start in here with this first little patch and see what we yield on it. Be nice to see some 300 or bushel or... And we're pushing 277 through the combine right now, so some pretty good corn. We also did make a trade with one of the other neighbors for a 12-row corn head. So we're running 12 rows at a time instead of 6. He told me that it would be perfectly fine to run on a 9610, so we're going to try it this year. Worst case, we upgrade combines next year. Our banker's being really generous right now, so he might let us get away with it. It definitely doesn't like the hills with that 12 row on there. Neighbor's supposed to come by here after a little while to run the combine for us. He had some stuff to do here this morning, so we'll see him here after a little bit. We'll then fire up the grain cart. I'm just going to try and run with the combine semi for now, though. It's a pretty high yield corn. I'm fairly impressed with it. We're seeing 281 right now on it. Did miss a little chunk there, but oh well, it'll be deer feed. Yeah, we might as well swing around and grab it. Alright, so we ended up at 191.5 bushels on that field with 0.6 acres, so did some pretty good yield there. We're gonna have to drop this corn head here, and we can go ahead and put the auger out, but we need to grab the semi here. Let her build air pressure, and we'll get on the road. We gotta go run and grab the bean head from across the bridge and bring it back, and then pull it off the header trailer and put the corn head on. I didn't think that through when I bought the 12 row. I'd like to buy that corn there. That's some good looking corn. I think they want like 500,000 though for that piece. Okay. Actually, I kind of want to run up there and see if that corn's ready to go up here and do this side all first. So we'll take the pickup over there real quick and see what we got over here. Because that field's not ready to go. The little field ain't ready to go, but that one is. So we'll actually go grab the combine. And we'll run over and start on that field. Might wait till the neighbor gets here, so we'll catch up with you when we get back to it. Alright, so the neighbor and his son are actually going to run the combine and grain cart for us, so we'll just be running the truck here for a little bit. I'm probably actually going to go and start getting some anhydrous put on or something like that. Looks like he's getting full down here in the corner, so hopefully his son will start heading that way here in a second. But we'll see how it goes. We'll get back with you guys here after a little bit. This drone's amazing. Alright, so we got the drone up in the air here. It looks like it got him unloaded there, and he's working his way into these fingers here on this waterway. I had a friend come down from out of state that he works for a co-op up in Kansas, and he said that he would run my anhydrous bar for me, so he's over here cooking along trying to get anhydrous put in the ground for us, getting the gas put on for our corn for next year. He has 4 fields. Yeah, I believe he has 4 fields to do of anhydrous. And then these guys are working on the corn over here. We'll see how it goes. I mean, a lot of acres to cover here pretty quick, so we might go talk to the bank about possibly getting another combine. It's hard saying. Um, I at least want them to get the headlines off and see how long that takes. So, but we'll get back with you here after a little while. Well, guys, the drone batteries are dead. It's getting late, so we're going to keep chugging along here. I'm going to sign off for tonight, but we'll keep combining and we'll get back with you in the morning. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.